Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and future, presents NBA basketball. Today, the Boston Celtics, on this 19th day of October 1979, a Friday night in Boston, host the Washington Bullets, the defending Eastern Conference champions. And already a very pleasant good afternoon to you. My name is Ron Chuckett. No camera today. I look fine, but apparently I didn't set it up for there, and I'm already running a little bit late because I know other people want to stream on this Sunday, the real February the 10th of 2019. It's a cold day here in Burlington. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 22 degrees. Tonight, expect a low of 13 degrees.
And the wind chill is colder than that. Hello, do you want to say something?
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So the wife comes in because I set off the computer. Isn't that nice? So, next week we're going to feature, or tomorrow, as a matter of fact, as I call up the chat. As soon as I hit the right button. Tomorrow night we're going to do the Laker game from this date, which is Portland and the Lakers, because I think people want to see Bill Walton, if he's healthy. So that's what we got for you tomorrow night. The Lakers in prime time tomorrow around 7 o'clock. The Celtics and the Bullets now to start off your Sunday. All right? Okay, so if you're a Celtics fan, the news is that Chris Ford is out for 2 weeks with an injury. And Bill Carr will be in his place, and so Don Chaney, it's going to be interesting trying to get everyone in their minutes here, because I made the decision to not play Pete Maravich until January 22nd. That's when he actually came forward after being waived by Utah, the Jazz. He signs with the Celtics on the 22nd. And so Boston played the first 2-3 months of the year with only 11 players. And now they're down to 10 players because there's no Chris Ford. So ML Carr gets a start in the backcourt with Nate Archibald. It'll be Cedric Maxwell and Larry Bird in the front court, along with Dave Cowens. I have a feeling that Fernstein guy's going to get some wacky minutes at small forward, so Judkins can spare Bird. For Washington, they're coming off, like I said, 2 straight trips to the NBA championships. They won in 77-78, and they lost to Seattle in 78-79, and that front court's pretty big. Wes Unseld and Elvin Hayes, along with Dandridge, Ballard, and Porter. How you doing, Robbie? How you doing, Max? Let's tip this thing off. So basketball today and basketball tomorrow night around 7 o'clock between the Lakers and the Trailblazers. So right now it's the Pistons and the Celtics. And let's do this. So Cowens and Hayes will tip it, and I got to change a rating or two here. Hold on a sec. Kevin Porter, Greg Ballard, Bob Dandridge, Wes Unseld, and Elvin Hayes for Washington. Dick Mott is the coach. Tiny Archibald, ML Carr, Cedric Maxwell, Larry Bird, and Dave Cowens. Bill Fitch coaching for the Celtics. Hayes wins the tap. Inside to Porter. Pick and roll to Hayes. The Big E shoots. No. Cowens with it. Over to Porter from Ballard. Ballard got the rebound. Pick and roll again with Elvin Hayes. Carr with the steal. Fast break for the Celtics. Carr all the way up and good. First basket of the day. Now Porter to Ballard in the post. Off the glass and good. So 2-2, first minute of the game. And so ML Carr is going to get an outside shot as we finally actually get to call a play. Cowens over to Carr on the baseline. Jumper, no. Rebound Ballard. Washington has numbers. Outlet pass. 3-on-2 to Elvin. Over to Porter. Off the glass and in. So Washington, who comes in at 2-1, and the Celtics come in at 2-1. 4-2 Bullets early on. Archibald going to work it down into Cowens. That's the thought anyway. Screen and roll. Cowens in the post off the glass. No. Maxwell with the rebound, and there's a foul on Porter, his first. So a frenetic start to the game. First team foul for the Bullets. How you doing, Robbie and Max Cornelius? I'm doing well, thanks. Recovered from my chat with Al. It was so nice to have everyone there last night. especially the dog show. It was so funny. I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see. What are we doing? No fouls for anybody. So they'll inbound the ball, and Tiny's going to call his own number. Stop the key. Let's see what he does with it. Pick and roll with Maxwell. Tiny drives it in and throws it away. It's going to be Bullet's ball. So that's the first turnover for the Celtics. 4-2 Washington early on. Porter. Jumper. No. Rebound. Goes out of bounds, and they give it to Boston. So still 4-2. No changes. Got to watch Carr's timing here because he normally is a bench player. He's going to get a lot of minutes the next 2 weeks. Boston beat Cleveland and they lost their second game of the year. Any chance I can hit that? Oh, yeah. As a team. So here's what they've done. You saw the opener against Houston last week, and then they went into Cleveland, and they lost by 7, and then Wednesday night, they played at the Garden and slapped them 124-108. So you won't see them. They're going on the road, and they're not really playing anybody, so you won't see them for a couple weeks. For the Bullets, well, let's see. They lost their opener to Philadelphia 113-100. Then they went on the road at Madison Square Garden and beat the Knicks 129-122, and then a couple nights ago they beat Atlanta 110-103. They have a home with Detroit coming up, and they play the Celtics again this time at the Cap Center on November 3rd. And so they have some injury issues. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. All right, so Bird is going to be open inside. So Tiny will work it to him. Double teams Bird off the glass. No, he gets his own rebound. And he'll pass it around. This time he's going to try to find Maxwell inside. Low post, defended by Unseld. Turns around and shoots and scores. Tie game. Now Porter for Washington to Dandridge. Jumper, no. In and out. Unseld gets the board. Shoots the little runner and hits. Between Unseld and Hayes, Washington can rebound. Boston's got to be careful. Archibald over to Carr, and Carr is fouled by Porter. That's 2. And Wright comes in for Porter, who now has 2 fouls. Yeah, we all recover from chat with Al. You're right, Robbie. And Max, I'll comment again after the game, but thanks a lot for your comment on the 200 subscribers. That was very sweet. So 9:22 first quarter, 6-4 DC. And Maxwell inbounds right in front of me. Bird's open on the perimeter. Archibald over to Bird. Jumper for Larry. No, but he's fouled by Ballard, and Bird will go the line for 2. Larry, an 83% free throw shooter. And the first one is up and good. So 6-5 now, Washington. First free throw for anybody in the game. Bird, power forward his rookie year. Second shot is good. And we're tied at 6. 9:07 to go as Washington walks across. Ballard. Hayes inside. Elvin, no, but Cowan's got a piece of him at the Big E. Will go to the line for 2. So next week, I think, as Hayes hits his first free throw, as we're down to 1 game. I believe we're doing the Lakers solo next week. No changes for the Celtics, and Hayes hits them both. 8-6 Washington early on. Carr is going to get the call from Archibald. Jumper from ML is good. Not Dandridge, the other way. Driving from the wing, off the glass, no. Rebound Bird. Bird gives it to Archibald, and the Celtics will walk it up the court. Archibald. They're right is defending him, trying to deny. And they're going to try to feed it inside to Cowens with Hayes on him. Cowens up off the glass, you betcha. 10-8 Boston. Unseld the other way. and he shoves off on Bird. Bird drew the charge, and Unseld doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Wes glares at the officials as they walk down the court. And so Archibald will set up the play. Bird. Foul line extended left. Carr to Archibald. They pass it around. Hold on, there's a whistle, and Wright grabs Carr in the backfield. Wrong sport run. And Carr will shoot two. It's a backcourt foul. They never got it across the line. So Carr to shoot two. He has 4 points already. No rebounds or assists. He does have a steal. 10-8 Boston. 7:48 first quarter. First one from ML, around and in. He's got 5. And he's already starting to tire out, so we'll see. Second one from ML is off the rim. Wright gets it for the Bullets. Over to Hayes, and Bird slaps it away from under the basket. Transition time for the C's. Cowens to Bird, slams it home. Now Unseld, the other way to Wright, drives it down the lane, cut off by Cowens, and it's off the glass and in. So Bird with a rare dunk from Dave Cowens, and then Washington just set up the quick play the other way. 13-10 Boston. First quarter. Tiny from the top of the key. Dives in, throws it away, and it's Washington ball. That's not what they need. And so Don Chaney will come in for Carr, who will sit. First substitution for the Celtics. 5 minutes for Carr and 5 points. 13-10. Ballard inside. Chaney over Chaney. But Archibald fouls Ballard in the process of shooting, and he will go to the line for 2. So the shooting guard for Washington, 2 points, 2 boards. And 2 shots at the line. He is a 75% free throw shooter. Greg Ballard dips his knees and hits the first. So it's now a 2-point game. No other changes for the Celtics or the Bullets. Ballard, second shot is up and good. Hit them both. 13-12 Boston. And the plan is Maxwell drive in the paint. Foul line extended left. Let's see what happens. Archibald to Maxwell inside. Dandridge defending over to Bird, and that's out of bounds. So Maxwell got 2-2 with it. Dandridge with a good defense, and Bird just wasn't ready. So the Bullets can take the lead on this possession. Ballard inside, guarded by Chaney. Open jumper, and he hits it. He's got 6, and the Bullets lead 14-13. Archibald, guarded by Hayes. I'm going to try the give and go to Cowens. Down in the paint. Bird. Cowens in the post, and a steal by Ballard. Now Maxwell kills it back from Wright the other way. Archibald and Maxwell to have numbers. Tiny shoots from the right. No. Ballard with his 3rd rebound. And the Bullets bring it back up. Ballard inside to Dandridge. Against Maxwell. Dandridge, no. Unseld gets the board. Unsailed off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Boston ball. 5:40 to go. First quarter. 14-13 Washington. And Rick Roby comes in for Dave Cowens. And no other changes at the moment. So it's Archibald and Chaney in the backcourt. Maxwell and Bird up front, and Roby playing the role of Forest Ranger. And Archibald is going to try to find Roby with it. Guarded tightly by Elvin Hayes. Thank you. Bird on the block, backs in an Unseld. Bird shoots a jumper. No. Barrel from the board. Chaney comes out with it and passes it around. So Archibald looked down at Roby and said, no, I'm going to Bird instead. And they keep possession on the rebound. Bird inside is the call. And he fakes it. He looks a runner, and he hits it. He's got 6, and he's fouled by Greg Ballard. So Bird will shoot 1. And the Celtics go up by 1, 15-14. Yeah, I'm going to do the wrestling game at some point, Robbie. Not sure when. All right, so Bird to the line for one. He's got 6. So Henderson comes in for Tiny. Maxwell's going to get a little bit more playing time. Bird with 1. And he hits that. He's got 7. 16-14 Boston. And we got timeout yet? Yep, timeout on the floor. Charge to Boston. 5:16 first quarter. Celtics leading early by 2. And so the Boston shooting 6 of 11 from the field, 54%. Washington can rebound, and they've also hit their free throws early on. So no other changes for Boston. Yeah, we'll make one more. Eric Fernstein plays out of position. He will spell Cedric Maxwell. And so Judkins will come in for Bird when Bird's ready. So 16-14. Boston already in the bonus. 5-team fouls on Washington. Unseld inbounds for DC. Right. Jumper, yes. He's got 4. And we're knotted at 16. Henderson wants to feed Roby from Bird. Over to Roby. They double team him. Roby pumps. 10-footer around and no. But Elvin Hayes commits the foul. And because they're in the bonus, it's 3 to make 2. Roby, a 68% free throw shooter, misses the first. Dribbles the ball, shoots the second, hits it. So now he's got 1 more left. Jeff Judkins comes in for Bird. So now it's all bench players on the floor for Boston. Under 5 minutes to go. Third shot from Roby is good, so he took 3 to make 2. 18-16 Boston. Unseld. Finds right outside. He drives and he walks. Was in the paint, took some steps, and that's an easy whistle. How you doing, Al? Happy Sunday to you too. Let's see. They're going to feed Fernstein inside. He is guarded. Well, it's stolen away by Ballard. How about that? Right to Ballard. Shoots in. He's got 8. So Greg Ballard, despite 2 fouls, has 8 points, and we're tied again at 18. Henderson, top of the key. Passes to Roby. Back out to Henderson. Guarded by Hayes, and he hits the open jumper. Now Wright floats in. Fernstein steals it away. He wants the inside shot. Unseld's guarding him from Henderson. A runner, and it's good. Now Unseld to Wright from 15. No. Dandridge gets the rebound for Washington. Open jumper, no. Roby gets it. And Boston will walk it across. 22-18, Celtics by 4. Henderson finds Roby, pick and roll with Roby. Under the net, they try to tap him, and Roby hits it anyway. He's got 4. Unseld to Ballard. Guarded by Roby. Fernstein blocks it. Unseld gets it back. Little 8-footer. No, call. He traveled and hit the basket. Bill Fitch is giving the officials some grief because Unseld clearly moved his feet and got the basket anyway. Henderson wants to feed Roby in a pick and roll. In the lane, double teamed and stolen by the Big E. Right now to Dandridge. Drives in the paint, off the glass, and good. 2-point game. So Washington holding their own against the Celtics. 24-22 first quarter. 2:40 left. Henderson and Roby on a pick and roll again. Chaney to Henderson. Judkins from 15. Off the glass and out of bounds. And so all sorts of lineup changes now. So Ballard stays. It's Porter, Fegley, Mitch Kupchak, if you didn't realize he played with someone before the Lakers, and Dave Corazine on the floor for Washington. Chaney's getting tired, but the Celtic starters aren't ready to come back in yet. And Fernstein's played very well as a small forward. Yep. They're all names from the past. This game would have been 40 years ago in October. So Porter is ready. 24-22, 2:28 to go. Porter on the wing, lobs it in. Fernston knocks it right to Kupchak. He travels, hits the block by Cheney, the jumper. Fegley gets it. Washington will pass it back out. Now Fernston blocks that one from Kupchak. Loose ball foul, and it's on Fegley. So a good possession by Washington. They got a couple shots off there, but Fernston made 2 blocks. And Judson will go to the line for 2. Archibald and Cowens are now at the scorer's table. 2:09 to go. Judkins, his first is good. Second one on the way from Judkins is good. He hit them both. 26-22. 2:09 to go. All right, Al's doing laundry. And we got a timeout on the floor. They want Al to fold his underwear while listening to the game. 2:09 to go, first quarter, 26-22. Boston. So Kupchak to about it for the Bullets. Fegley on the block against Fernston. He shoots the runner. No. Kupchak gets the board. Little runner, Cheney with the block. That's his second, and it goes out of bounds. Washington ball. 1:53 to go. And the rest of the starters come in for Boston. So starting 5 on the floor. Ballard getting tired for DC. Good run on the bench for the Celtics. Roby got 4. Bird, by the way, the leading scorer for the Celtics. He has 7, and Ballard has 8 for the Bullets. Washington ball, 1:53 to go. Ballard on the wing. Jumper, no. Archibald has numbers. 4 on 3 to Maxwell. Drives it in, misses, but Fegley gets his second in the paint, and Maxwell gets 3 to make 2. So a good start. And so Cornbread is a 78% free throw shooter. Has a rebound and 2 points tonight. First one is up, around, and no. Second one is good. And Dandridge comes in at small forward for Washington. And Fegley will sit with 2 fouls. Porter has 2. He's back on the floor for DC. Washington must have no one else that can play the shooting guard because Ballard is tired and already has 10 minutes. 27-22. Maxwell misses the third, and Kupchak gets the rebound. Ballard, Porter on the wing. Kupchak on the paint against Bird. Runner off the iron. Porter tips it. No. Carr gets the rebound. So Washington getting cold here in the latter stages of the first quarter. Carr, right side. Pick and roll with Maxwell. He drives and gets called for the charge. I didn't say anything.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
It's because I didn't tell you anything. The folks at Amazon will be stunned when they listen to that. So Carr gets called for the charge. That's his first. 3 team fouls for the Celtics, 8 for the Bullets, 1:14 to go. And Porter looking for somebody. Ballard on the wing, drives off the glass. No. Carr with the defense, Maxwell with the board. And we're about at a minute to go here in the first. Archibald, guarded by Porter, to Bird, back over to Tiny. 15-footer is good. Now Porter to Ballard, back to Porter. He drives in the paint. Cowens cuts him off. Dishes it to Corzine, in and out. Ballard gets the rebound. Corzine wants a foul. Ballard hits the runner, and he's got 10. So the Bullets have 28 field goal attempts here in the first quarter to the Celtics 16. But it's 29-24 Boston, 31 seconds left. They want to do Maxwell inside, guarded by Dandridge. And the swipe by Ballard, what a steal, 4-on-1. Ballard drives off the glass and good. 10 seconds left. 3-point game. Cowens, guarded by Corzine. That's the plan anyway. In the post, point blank range at the buzzer, around and no. And so we played 1 at the Garden. Boston 29, Washington 26. And so Ballard is still in the game. Greg, 12 points, 4 rebounds for the Bullets. Celtics leading players, Larry Bird, 7 points, 2 boards. And the Celtics are shooting 58% from the floor. Rebounds 12-8 in favor of Washington. So Porter, Ballard, Fegley, Kupchak, and Hayes on the floor for the Bullets. Archibald, Carr, Maxwell, Bird, and Cowens, that's their starting 5. You just say a word fast enough and they think it's what you're saying. It's very clever how that's set up, by the way. All right, so Celtics ball to start the second quarter. They're going from left to right. And their white jerseys with the green letters. Bird inside is the call. Fegley is going to guard him. He already has 2 fouls. Archibald, the Carr, around it to Bird inside. Turnaround jumper is good. He's got 9. Porter now to Fegley. Off the glass and in. He had a good look in the paint and hit it. So the Bullets have 16 points in the paint to the Celtics 12. Tiny's going to try to find Bird on the perimeter left side. Pick and roll. Larry on the baseline. Drives. He's fouled by Kupchak before the shot. So Fegley goes to give Ballard a spell. Dandridge comes in at small forward. Unseld is in for Kupchak, and Corzine is now at center. So Ballard sits down for the first time. 13 minutes, 12 points, 4 rebounds. A good game for him. 3-point game, 31-28 Boston. And Maxwell will inbound in front of me. And finds Tiny Archibald out on the open. Porter trying to deny him the shot. Archibald gets it to Cowens. Little runner. No. Fegley gets the rebound. Back come the Bullets. Fegley. Jumper. Around and out. Rebound Unseld. Second chance. He dunks it home. That's what Wes Unseld can do. He is so strong as a power forward. I mean, really, when Elvin Hayes is on the floor with Unseld, it's like the Bullets have 2 centers. And so Unseld already has 4 boards and now 6 points. 1-point game. Carr, foul line extended right. That's the call. There's a whistle, and Fegley commits his 3rd. And so Wright comes in the game at point. Fegley remains as the shooting guard. And the Big E now comes in at center. Hayes has no rebounds. That's kind of strange. So Celtics to inbound. Maxwell, again, wants Archibald outside on the perimeter. He drives against Hayes, gives it to Bird, and Bird hits the jumper. Now Dandridge the other way from right, and he's got it. He had 23 in his last game. But Tiny with a drive and pass instead of a drive and shoot. Hayes let him have it. He saw Bird out of the corner of his eye, and Larry's just not going to miss that. So 4 assists for Archibald. And now Bird wants a 3. 33-32 Boston. To Carr. Bird for a 3. Long 3, and it's good. He's got 14. Now Unseld over to right outside. He drives in off the glass. He knocked it. Cowens fouls him. So Wright got the continuation. He's got 6 points off the bench for the Bullets. So a good pass from Unseld to Wright. Foul line extended left, and Wright just, got Cowens to make contact. So Louis goes to the line for 2. Or Larry goes to the line of 2. Larry. And the first goes in. He's got 7. Porter comes in for Wright. And Fegley now moves to small forward. So it's Wright and Porter in the backcourt. Fegley, Unseld, and Hayes up front. Dandridge and Ballard need a break. No changes for the Celtics. Wright dips a knee. Second one is up. He's got 8. And it's a 2-point game, 36-34. Celtics didn't like the initial set. Now Archibald. Top of the key. Double team. He's going to try to drive. And he travels. Oh, goodness. So Fegley moves back into the small guard. And Kupchak now in at small forward for Washington. So Archibald shakes his head. He tried to change hands on the dribble and didn't go. 36-34 Boston. 9:35 first half. Kupchak inside Maxwell with the steal. They'll walk it up. Now Bird. Baseline left. Jumper. Yes, he's got 16. Tiny with his fifth. Now Unseld the other way. Over to Fegley outside. His runner. No. Maxwell gets the board. Celtics have it 3-on-2. Archibald, Bird, and Cowens. Cowens to Bird. Long three. Blocked by Hayes. And Maxwell comes down with it. Cedric. From 15. Rises. Got it. And Hayes commits the foul. What a bad series there by Washington. Wright moves to the shooting guard and Fegley a small forward. It was not a good decision for Bird to take the jumper from three, but they should have let Maxwell take the 15-footer. So it's 40-34. Celtics now up by 6. Maxwell, his free throw is good. He's got 6, and that matches the biggest lead of the game for Boston. 41-34. 8:43 second quarter. Fegley drives in the paint. Over Maxwell, lays it up. Reverse, no. Porter with the rebound. Washington will set it back up. Now there's Porter outside. Jumper, no. Maxwell grabs his fifth rebound. And the Celtics will walk it across. Maxwell. Foul line extended left from Archibald. Fantastic pass. Jumper is good from the corner. 43-34. Unseld to right outside. 15-footer, no. Maxwell snags his 6th board. They're going to try to work Bird outside. Bird in the corner. Fade away, no. Rebound, Fegley. Washington. Fegley. Jumper, no. In and out. But Maxwell commits the foul, and Fegley will shoot 2. 7:25 to go. It is 43-34. If he misses this one, he gets the letter L. All right, so Fegley to the line for 2. 2 points and 3 boards off the bench in 5 minutes. Also has 3 fouls. And so the first one is up, and it's good. So 2 team fouls for Boston. Porter moves to the point, and Ballard comes back in at the shooting guard. Chaney comes in for Carr. 7:25 to go in the half. So Carr sits down with 5 points, a rebound, and an assist. Second one for Fegley is up and good. He's got 4, and the lead is 7. 43-36. Chaney outside is the call. He's just from the corner. No, Maxwell gets his 7th rebound. And he's going to put it right back up. Little runner around and in. He's got 10. Now Porter, pick and roll with Elvin Hayes. Fade away jumper from the Big E is good. He's got 4. So the Bullets are only shooting 39.5% from the floor. And the Celtics are firing on all cylinders. They're shooting 60%, 17 for 28. Archibald, top of the key. To Chaney, back over to Archibald. Drive, two-hander is good. He's got 4. Now Porter, alley-oop to Elvin Hayes. They disguised that so well. They waited till the Celtics started to walk it up the court the other way, and Hayes just made the beeline for the basket, and Porter threw a strike. So 47-40 Boston, 6:22 to go. Again, Chaney outside is the call. Cowens over to Chaney, and it's hit off someone's hand. Wearing the red, white, and blue of Washington because it's Boston ball. 10 on the shot clock. Roby in for Cowens. In 14 minutes, Cowens has 2 points and an assist. And 2 fouls. Roby has 4 points, a rebound, and an assist in 4 minutes. So 10 to shoot it. Archibald, guarded by Porter, going to drive in the paint. And off the glass again, he's got 6. Maxwell gets his first assist. Now Porter to Dandridge, driving himself. Bird cuts him off. Shot no. Rebound Hayes. That's his first. Lays it off and good. So Hayes has 8, and it's 49-42. Cheney from Archibald. That's the call. Ballard shot by Cheney, rebounded by Unseld. Outlet pass on the break. Dandridge, and he loses it out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. 5:25 first half. Boston 49, Washington 42. This is Boston Celtics basketball on Retro Sports Network. So Henderson, Judkins, and Fernston. So the Celtics bench is in the game. And we'll see how long it takes for the starters to come back in. How you doing, Beatles? Didn't see you there. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. So Boston ball. Fernston inbounds it for Boston, and they're going to try to find Roby inside. Elvin Hayes guarding him. Roby double teamed. Runner, no. Rebound Hayes. That's his second. Here come the Bullets. Dandridge to Ballard. Over to Porter. Dandridge. He drives in the paint, lays it up, but Fernston gets the block. But Ballard with the rebound. His runner, no. Cheney got a piece of it. Over to Roby. 2 blocks there from the Celtics bench. Fernston and Cheney, and they both have all 6 Boston blocks. Roby. Transition basketball for Boston. Henderson, but Hayes steals it the other way, and they'll walk it up. Dandridge, wing shot, no. Dandridge has missed all 6. Henderson with a rebound, and the Celtics will settle it down. Henderson in the paint, going to bring it up himself from Fernston. Back, give and go. Porter defends, and Henderson took some steps. And so 4.5 to go. Washington ball. Hayes in on Roby. Turns around, jumper is good. He's got 10. So Ballard and Hayes have double digits for Washington, and now the lead is 5. Henderson, top of the key. Again, brings it up to Cheney. Back to Henderson. They pass it around. Henderson from 18. Jumper around and in. Porter didn't really defend. Now at top of the key to Ballard. He bobbles it. Gets it back. His runner doesn't go. Roby gets the rebound, and Boston will walk it back. This time they want Cheney. Foul line extended right. Henderson to Cheney. Over to Henderson. They back and forth. Now Roby inside on the pick and roll. His runner is no. Henderson gets the rebound, and Boston will set it up again. So good improv there from the Celtics. That wasn't where the play was supposed to go. But they got it back. 6 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, 12 for Washington. And now they will play pick and roll with Roby. There's a whistle, though, and Ballard fouls Cheney in the backcourt, and that's a 2-shot foul. So again, 51-44. All right, they're talking streaming. So Cheney to shoot 2. They've got the Cat's water bottle right in front of the chat, and I really can't see it. So 2 shots for Cheney. He doesn't have any points around and in. He does now. That's his first. So Fegley in at shooting guard as Ballard and right. Ballard will take a break. Greg Ballard, 12 points, 5 boards, and 3 fouls. 52-44 Boston. No changes for the Celtics. Second one coming from Cheney. Around and in. He got them both. 53-44. Celtics by 9. Yeah. Those games, Al, I think you're talking about Status Pro Baseball? Yeah, you need Excel. The Open Office doesn't work for those. You need to have Excel. So Porter outside to Hayes in the paint against Roby. Little runner, he's got it. So Hayes is 12. And the Bullets are keeping this close. But they've got to play better defense against Boston if they're going to make this a game. Henderson Roby wants to do a pick and roll. It's clean. Roby double team for a runner. He's got it. He's got 6. Now unsettled to Porter on the right wing. Runner, no. Roby gets his 4th rebound. And the Celtics will walk it across. Henderson calls his own number. Top of the key. Defended by Porter. Wide open and hits. Now Porter, right wing to Fegley in the paint. Backs in over to Unseld. That's one pass too many. Fegley needs to take that shot. And so there's 5 new players on the floor. We got a timeout. We'll tell you about who's coming in. 2.5 to go. Boston 57, Washington 46. So Wright is at the point for the Bullets. Dandridge is back as a shooting guard. Fegley now at small forward. A fresh Kupchak and Corzine are now power forward and center. For Boston, Archibald, Bird, and Cowens come back in. Chaney and Fernstein remain on the floor for a moment. So 57-46. Bird 16 for Boston. And Wright, the leading scorer for Washington, on the floor now with 8. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Al's going to go back and fold his bloomers. And the inbound pass is deflected off the hand of a Bullet, and it'll be still Boston ball. So Fernstein's there. Maxwell and Carr will be ready momentarily. Fernstein inbounds it. And they're going to work it inside to Cowens from Archibald. Cowens fakes. Runner. Blocked by Corzine. Dandridge gets the rebound, and Chaney gets called for an over and back. So Porter goes back into point guard. Wright slides through the 2 guard. And Dandridge is down to small forward. And although Carr and Maxwell aren't fully rested, they're coming in anyway for Chaney and Fernstein. So no one is in foul trouble for the Celtics. Cowens has 2. Lead is 9 by Boston. Porter to right. Dandridge in the paint against Maxwell, and he hits the jumper. 57-48. Now Bird in the paint from Archibald. Fantastic pass. Leads to a basket. 18 for Larry, and 7 dishes from Archibald in the first half. That's just knowing where your open man is. Washington will walk it across. Porter in control to right. Drives in the paint. Cowens cuts him off. Jumper, no. Carr with the defense, and Cowens gets his first board. And Cowens and Carr are going to run the break. Carr, first 3, no. Dandridge gets the board. Now 4-on-3 the other way. Corzine drives it up. Good. So 59-50 now. One bad fast break leads to a good one. And so the Celtics will walk it up. Pick and roll to Cowens. Corzine guarding Cowens, and Cowens just hits the jumper. 8 assists for Tiny and 4 points for Cowens. Now right the other way. Porter to right on the right wing. No on the jumper, but Bird gets him with the foul, and that's the first on Larry. So 2 shots for Washington. 8 of 8 from the line. And Wright has 8 points. Porter's exhausted. He's down to 59. So Wright for 2. First one is good. He's got 9. And no changes for the Bullets. Second one from Wright is good. So that's 13 straight free throws for Wright. 10 points tonight. And the Bullets are 10 of 10 from the line. 61-52 Boston. Oh, it hit the wrong button. Pick and roll with Bird. Bird drives to the paint. He's knocked to the floor, and he's fouled by Corzine. And so the Bullets are now in the penalty. That's their 5th with 54 seconds left. That was supposed to be Tiny's ball, but I hit the wrong bouton. And so Bird will go the line for 2. He has 18 here in the first half to go with 2 rebounds. First one from Larry is good. That's 19. Nope. But Corzine gets called for a lane violation. Porter comes out, Wright switches over, and Fegley comes back in with 3. Second free throw is coming up. It's good. He's got 20, 63-52. Now the Bullets. Fegley to right outside. Drives in the paint. Off the glass and in. He's got 12. Carr is open. Foul line extended right. Jumper. Yes, he's got 7. 9 assists for Archibald in the first half. 29 seconds to go. Right, top of the key. The jumper, no. Kupchak gets the rebound for the Bullets. He slams it home. 65-56. Last chance shot of the first half. Archibald's going to keep it. Guarded by Wright. Drives in the paint. Corzine with the block. No, but Corzine fouls Archibald, and with 2 seconds left, Tiny gets 3 to make 2. 83% free throw shooter. First one is up. Good. Ballard comes back in for the Bullets. So does Unseld at center. Second one from Archibald is no good. And it's 3 to make 2 because Boston is in the penalty. So 7 points, 9 boards for Tiny in the first half. Or 9 assists. That third one is up. It's good. So 67-56. And I don't think anyone's getting a shot off here. Unseld will pass it off. And Benson got it off. Dandridge is blocked by Bird, and that's the half. With the score, Boston 67, Washington 56. This is Celtics basketball on Retro Sports Network. So the Celtics got 38 points here in the second quarter. Washington has 30. So Ballard, Hayes, and Wright have 12 points apiece for the Bullets. Ballard and Unseld have 5 boards, and Porter has 4 assists. For the Celtics, I'd say Hayes had the best half. 12 points, 2 boards, and 5 of 6 from the floor. Bird, 20 points in the first half, 5 of 5 from the line, 2 dishes and 1 assist. And Archibald has 9 assists on 3 turnovers. He's not wrong. He's right. Yep. Ha, ha, ha. All right, so we start the second half, 67-56. No one really in foul trouble. Bullets just have to play tighter on defense. They're so good off the offensive glass. They have 13 offensive rebounds. They have 55 shots from the floor to the Celtics' 41. Bless you, dear. Wife sneezes. So Celtics ball to start the second half. It's going to be Archibald outside. That's the call. So Porter, Ballard, Dandridge, Unseld, and Hayes. Archibald, Carr, Maxwell, Birds, and Cowens. And Carr and Archibald were playing, passing back and forth, and it went off of Tiny's hands and out of bounds. Washington ball. Bullets going from right to left. Unseld inbounds it. Porter to Dandridge outside. Jumper, no. Rebound Archibald. That's his second. And they'll pass it around. Now Maxwell has it. Foul line extended left. Moves in the paint. He wants the runner. Backs in on Porter. No. But Porter with the foul. That's his third. And Maxwell gets 2 from the line already. He's got 10 points and 7 boards. And the third foul on Porter. Maxwell hits the first. 77% free throw shooter in the replay. This is the 4th game for Boston. Maxwell bends the knees and shoots the second. No. He battles for it with Ballard, and Ballard gets the rebound. Now Porter outside. Inside to Hayes. Off the glass and in. What a strike from Porter. Much like a good quarterback, like a Billy Kilmer or Joe Theismann for Washington, thread that needle. We're going to play Carr outside. Foul line extended to right. Archibald. From Carr Jumper from mid-range, no, but Ballard gets called with his fourth, and that's big for Washington. So ML, 7 points, a rebound, and an assist. Now gets 2 shots. First one is good. He's got 8. And no changes. Ballard's going to stay on the floor. Second one for Carr is good. He hit them both, 70-58. And that matches the largest lead of the game for Boston at 12. Dandridge from Porter. Air ball from Dandridge. That missed everything. And that's one of the rare times that the crowd reacted before the play-by-play. So Dandridge has missed his last 8 shots. And the Celtics have the ball. And it takes some time off the clock. Carr will drive it. Foul line extended right. Ballard's guarding him. Nice through. Hayes cuts him off. Carr off the glass. No. But Elvin Hayes fouls him. And the Celtics know how to get to the line. They've already shot 25 free throws. They've made 19. And Carr's getting 2 here. Third on Elvin Hayes. First one's up. First one's good. 71-58. Largest lead of the game. Second one from Carr is up and good. So the Celtics are destroying the conference champions here. 72-58. So the Bullets. Porter on the wing. Pick and roll with Hayes. Into Elvin. He gets it back and slams it home. He's got 16 and has hit 6 straight. And Porter has 6 assists. Now Bird. Left side from Maxwell. Jumper. No. But Dandridge fouls him. That's the 4th team foul on Washington. And we've only played 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the second half. Bird's first is good. He's got 21. Dick Mata is now working those officials. Wearing one of those suits that you wouldn't even find in Lindsey Nelson's closet. Just something from the Plaid and Checkerboard Museum in St. Louis. And he's riding him hard. Bird's second shot is coming. And it's no good. Rebound Maxwell. That's his 8th. He's going to put it right back up, and there's a whistle. And Unseld commits the foul, and Maxwell will shoot 2. And if you thought Mata was hot before, man, the hair's flying everywhere. So 2 shots for Maxwell. And his first is good. He's got 12. So the Celtics are already in the bonus here in the third quarter. Second one from Cornbread. He hits it. 13 for him. And now Boston is 24 of 31 from the line. They almost have as many free throw shots as they do field goal attempts. That's nuts. The hated Bullets. Yep, the right stuff to the game. And right now, Washington doesn't have it. They need to settle down. The Celtics are also shooting 61% from the floor. Dandridge to Porter. Drives in the paint up. Glass and good. So that at least gives some Bullets a little bit of room here. Celtics will take some time off the clock. Carr. Doesn't like to be inside now. Bird does. Passes out to Bird. Left side jumper for Bird on the wing. Around and out. Rebound Ballard. That's 7. Washington has numbers. 4 on 3. Porter off the glass from Unseld and in. So 75-64. And trying to feed it Bird on pick and roll. Inside against Unseld. Little runner. Glass, no. Archibald has it. That's the 8th offensive rebound for Boston. He'll send it back out. They'll run the same play. Bird inside, doesn't get the bounce. Unseld gets the board this time. Numbers for Washington. Ballard in the key, drives. No, Dandridge with the rebound. Ballard lost a shoe, and now we're ready to continue. So official timeout on the floor. And now what Washington wanted. They were starting to mount a run. Unseld inbounds it. Ballard into Hayes. Elvin. Yes, sir. He's hit 7 straight. Now is 18. 75-66 Boston. 8:21 to go third quarter. Pick and roll with Collins now. Pumps it twice. Off the glass. No. Bird with the rebound. Larry, his little runner, off the glass, and no. Rebound Dandridge the other way. Porter from 15, no. Bird with the rebound. He and Tiny are going to run transition. To Bird for three. Elvin Hayes got a hand on it. And Ballard gets the rebound. That's his eighth. Hayes now. Baseline. Maxwell defends. Maxwell got a piece of it. And Cornbread got it. Maxwell has the board. Hayes found the floor. And Mata is really going at the officials now. They're letting them play. 4-on-4 the other way. Bird to Carr. Drives it in off the glass. No, but Unseld commits the foul. And Carr gets 3 to make 2. What a couple minutes there of back and forth. Oh my goodness gracious. Carr first no, but it's 3 to make 2. Larry needs to stop taking those fast break 3-point jumpers. He's good, but he's a rookie and he's raw. Remember, this is only his 4th ever NBA game. Carr, second one is up and good. And Wright is in for Porter. Third shot coming for Carr. And the third is up and good. So we needed 3 to make 2. 77-66 Boston by 11. And here come the Bullets. Wright to Ballard, over to Wright. Ballard, little runner, fouled by Carr, and he hits it. Oh! So Mata's mumbling finally there. Carr doesn't like the call. And Greg Ballard has 14 with 8 boards. No changes for the Celtics. 1-shot foul for Ballard. And he misses it. Maxwell and Hayes fight for it, and Cornbread gets it. That's 10 for him, a double-double. Now Bird, left wing, baseline, runner, no. 7 straight misses for Bird. Maxwell tries the tip, rises up, no. Unseld gets the board. Unseld on the break. Dandridge drives in the paint off the glass and good. 77-70 now, and the Celtics have grown ice cold. They were shooting 61%, now it's 51%. Maxwell, foul line extended left, will penetrate from Archibald. And the paint over Unseld, yes! 15 for Cedric. Now Wright, Dandridge baseline drives into Archibald off the glass, no, but Archibald got called for the foul, and Dandridge will shoot 2. So the Bulls have weathered a pretty big, the Bullets rather, have weathered a pretty big storm. And there's now some light at the end of the tunnel. Dandridge, his first is around and in. No changes for the Celtics. 6:23 third quarter. 8-point lead for Boston. Dandridge hits the second, 79-72. Celtics by 7. They're going to try to Bird inside. Archibald to Carr. Into Bird, they pass it around. Bird posts up over Dandridge, and that's no good. Unseld grabs the rebound. Hayes, guarded by Cowens, over to Unseld, and Maxwell gets a hand on it for the steal. Maxwell, going to go foul line extended left. Cowens, they pass it around. Maxwell in the post, over Unseld, off the glass. Bird with the rebound, and he smartly passes it back out. So although Bird's gone cold, he knows enough to pass it and not shoot it. Maxwell now inside guarded by Hayes. One-hander, no, but Wright will make the foul. And so Cedric will get 3 to make 2, and we know that 2 wrongs don't make a right. But 4 lefts will take you back in a circle. First one from Maxwell is around and out. Remember, it's 3 to make 2. Second one is good. So Porter comes back in at the point, and the Celtics will make some changes here. Chaney and Roby come in for Carr and Cowens. 5:26 to go in the third quarter. Maxwell's third shot is off the rim, and no. Unseld gets his 9th rebound. So Dandridge inside his runner, no. Maxwell gets his 12th board. Going to try Bird outside. 80-72 Boston. Bird drives, cut off by Hayes. Runner, no, he's missed 9 straight. Porter the other way. On the wing inside to Hayes. Backs in against Roby and loses it out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Boston 80-72, but looking a bit wobbly here. Ugh. I'm glad you guys are putting yourself there. Of course you can have putt in a basketball game. It's kind of easy to do. Sorry to hear that Dave's working. So it's an 8-point lead as I take a drink. There's been a lot of non-stoppages here, even though there's been 9 fouls, but not a lot of turnovers. Okay. 4:49 third quarter. Celtics by 8. But the Bullets defense has been much better. Boston was shooting 61% in the first half, and overall they're now shooting 49%. And so Fernston inbounds it for Boston. They're going to work Judkins inside. Dandridge is on defense. Henderson inside to Judkins, and he shoves off. First foul for him, and that's what Washington wants. I had an egg pun, but I chickened out. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like you guys have scrambled something or another. So, Washington ball, they trail by 8. Unseld in the corner to Hayes. He drives in the paint. Cut off by Judkins. Shot no, but Roby slaps him on the head. And no one likes that. The Garden goes, ooh. And Hayes doesn't like getting punched in the head, and he's going to shoot too. And so Boston, the Garden, feels like Washington poached that call. How you doing, JD? So the big guy will shoot too. First from Hayes is good. He's got 19, and the lead now is 7. Hayes bends the knees, flicks the wrist. Got them both. He's got 20. 80-74. Doing well, JD. Hope you enjoy our yoke session in the chat. Cheney. Foul line extended right from Henderson. Drives in the paint off the glass and good. He's got 4. Now Porter to Ballard outside. Runner, no. Rebound, Judkins. Henderson and Judkins are going to do some transition basketball. Henderson drives off the glass and got it. He's got 8. Hayes now slams it home the other way. So back and forth we go. It's now 84-76. But the Bullets look a lot more alive here in the third quarter. Celtics didn't like the initial play set. Fernston inside to Henderson. Jumper, you betcha. He's hit 5 straight. Now has 10. Porter to Ballard. Jumper, no. Unseld gets the rebound. That's his 10th. He takes the runner, no. But Henderson fouls him. And so that's the 4th team foul. And Unseld will get 2. First one from West is no good. It's laundry day. Oh, goody. So the second one from Unseld is around and in. So he's got 7. 9-point game. 86-77 Boston. Henderson's going to take call his own number. He's already got 10. To Cheney. They pass it around. Henderson. Top of the key. Stolen by Porter. 4 on 3 for the Bullets. Porter off the glass from Ballard and in. And it's a 7-point lead. This was a 15-point game. Pick and roll to Roby is the call. Doubled is Roby, and Roby is forced to call time. 2:46 to go in the third. 86-79. Celtics down to 3 timeouts. Ernsten inbounds it for the Celtics. Henderson, top of the key. That's the play. Defended by Porter. Jumper is good, and he's got 12. He's 6 for 6. Hayes drives to the basket, passes to Unseld off the glass, and good. So Hayes drew the coverage, found Unseld open, and Unseld just used the glass as his friend. 88-81, 2:28 to go. Pick and roll to Roby's the call. Chaney pick and roll inside, double teamed, and Roby has to call timeout again. And Bill Fitch is not happy about that because they don't get the extra timeout. There's no 20s and full timeouts here. They have 2 timeouts the rest of the game, and the Bullets have made this a game. So Boston to inbound. 12 on the shot clock. It's Chaney that's going to get called for the shot. The pick and roll of Judkins. He drives instead off the glass and in. So good improv by Henderson there for the basket. Ballard to Porter. Back to Ballard. Unseld inside. He drives in the paint. Judkins is on the floor, and Unseld gets called for the charge. So Wright, Fegley, Kupchik, and Corzine come in for Washington. Archibald, Bird, and Cowens come in for the Celtics. No one in Boston's in foul trouble. 90-81. Archibald's going to call his own number. Celtics by 9. Drives in the paint. Kupchak tries to block it. Archibald shoots over him for the basket. He's got 10. Fegley now. Faking. One-handed. No. Fegley gets his own rebound. Little runner around and out. And Chaney gets it for Boston. Chiney's going to call his own number again. To Chaney. Back over to Chiney. Jumper. No. Ernsten gets it. He's going to try a runner from the paint. Yes, he's got 4. 94-81. Right the other way to Kupchik. Baseline runner, yes. So the Bullets have tried their darndest to keep in this game. But the Celtics lead by 11. Pick and roll to Cowens now with $1:03 to go on the clock. Archibald. Cowens inside, slams it home. He's got 6. Ballard the other way to Wright. Jumper, yes. Chaney, last minute of play. Archibald to Chaney on the drive. Over to Cowens, long shot, no. Rebound Wright, 24, fast break. Ballard to Wright, who slams it home. 16 for Larry Wright, 20 seconds left. Last shot. Bird outside. Archibald, the Bird on the wing. Jumper, no. We played 3. Boston 96. Washington 87. So starting 5 on the floor for Boston. And Washington outscored the Celtics 31-29 in the quarter. So Bird is taking way too many shots. 7 for 20. Maxwell, 5 of 7 from the floor, 16 points, 12 boards. And Archibald didn't get an assist that period. He had 9.5, and now it's 9 after 3. For the Bullets, the Big E, 9 of 11 with 22 points. And Unseld, 10 boards and 9 points. Let's see. How you doing, ID? Hope you're feeling better. ID's having some... He could use some good thoughts. He's been in some pain, and it had nothing to do with Clinton Parks either. Well, hello to that. And so we start the fourth quarter. Boston by 9. Boston found their shooting groove to end the third quarter, but Washington had their number there for a while. In fact, like I said, they won the quarter 31-29. If you remember the old CBA, the Continental Basketball Association, you would remember that they actually would give you a point if you're not on the scoreboard, but in the standings if you won a quarter. So let's say you were run out by 25 in the first quarter, like 41-16 or something like that. If you won the next 3 quarters, you got 3 points. You'd lose the game, but just to keep it interesting. So he's going to try to do a game, run a game after I'm done. Okay, so flip over to ID Jester's channel in about 20 minutes for Game 4 of the 1992 NLDS. But glad to see you feeling better, ID. Washington ball to start the 4th quarter. Wright, Ballard, Fegley, Kupchak, and Corzine on the floor for Washington. Archibald, Carr, Maxwell, Bird, and Cowens for the Celtics. Ballard has 4 fouls, and so does Unseld. No one from the Celtics has more than 2. I don't call defense. So Wright brings it up over to Ballard. They pass it around. Fegley drives and travels. So again, Mata shaking his head. And here come the Celtics. Archibald. Guarded by Wright. Will try the jumper outside. Washington in a press, by the way. Carr with a jumper instead. No. Out of bounds, and it's Washington ball. Celtics playing your basic NBA man-to-man. Bullets down by 9. Wright to Corzine against Cowens. Hook. No. Cowens with the defense. And Bird snags the 6th board. Carr inbounds it. And why was there... was that out of bounds? Anyways, Washington ball. They force a turnover. Kupchak inbounds it. Bullets trail by 9. Corzine to Wright. Top the key. Jumper, no. Corzine gets the rebound. That's his first. His tap is no. Cowens finally settles down with it. Second for Dave. Going to try to feed Carr. Foul line extended right in the corner. He drives in the paint. Ballard blocks the path, and Carr hits it, and it's fouled by Ballard. That's 5 for Greg, and Carr goes to the line to shoot 1. And so Dandridge comes in. Ballard will sit. 14 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, and 5 fouls. And so Carr with 15 points, a rebound, and an assist will try to sink this free throw. Around and no. Kupchak gets it back for Washington. Wright brings it up. Dandridge on the wing, stolen by Tiny. Celtics will walk it. Maxwell inside. Foul line extended left is the call. And the post against Fegley. Strong move. Shoots. No. But Kupchak commits the foul. And Maxwell will shoot 2. So we drew the foul. 6 of 11 from the line. That's a lot of free throw shots. And the first one is up. It's good. 17 for Maxwell. 99-87. Boston by 12. Second one is up and good. So the Celtics lead 100-87. Their biggest lead was 15. Now it's 13. Right to Dandridge in the paint. Runner blocked by Cowens and snagged by Bird. 7 for Larry in the first block for Cowens. Carr walks it up. And Carr's going to get the shot on the perimeter. He drives the lane, lays it up and good. Now Washington down 15. Fegley drives himself off the glass. No. Maxwell with his 13th board. Imagine that, a small forward with 13 rebounds. 102-87 Boston. Archibald walks it across. Pick and roll with Cowens is the call. Bird finds Cowens. Supposed to up off the glass. No. Wright with the rebound. Washington has numbers. On the break, Dandridge to Wright. Jumper, yes. Larry Wright is 18. They're going to go Maxwell inside again. That's the plan anyway. Archibald to Maxwell in the low post over Kupchak. No, but Kupchak draws the foul or gives him the foul, and Maxwell will shoot 2 more. So the Celtics have already shot 40 free throws. Maxwell has shot 13. He's got 2 shots here. 13 foul, 9:21 to go in the game. First one's up. First one's good. No changes for Boston. Second one coming. Good. He's got 20. And so there are 5 Celtics already in double digits. And 2 that have 20 or more, Maxwell and Bird. Matches their largest lead in the game at 15. Wright drives in the paint off the glass. He's got 20 and in off the bench. Bird, outside left is the call. Archibald to Carr. They pass it around. Bird, long jumper. No! Kupchak with the rebound. Back come the Bullets on the break. Dandridge from Fegley. Runner. No! Kupchak and Cowens battle. Cowens comes out with the rebound. And Boston wisely walks it up. Archibald going to call his own number. He's got 10 points, 9 dishes. Dandridge, however, steals it. Bullets on the break. Dandridge goes down the lane off the glass. Blocked by Cowens. And out of bounds. And still Washington ball. And so Dandridge has missed 11 straight shots. And so Wright moves to the point, and Hayes is now in at power forward. It's a tough row to hoe for the Bullets, but this one isn't quite over yet. All right. What version of basketball is this? This is Action PC 18. I missed it. You might have said in the chat, has Clinton been rescheduled, or are you still interviewing Clinton this week? I saw that Strat's been rescheduled. And I'll try to pay attention. Robbie, just a pun machine. So still, Bullets basketball, 21 on the shot clock. For DC, Fegley in the corner to Dandridge. Little runner, no. But Carr commits the foul, and Dandridge finally goes to the line for 2. He's got 8 and 5 boards. Clinton Asiligo, Tuesday night at 8. Possibly the most anticipated interview in YouTube history. Unless your health can't take him. Looking forward to that. Hopefully your health continues to be on the good side. First one from Dandridge is good. Bobby's got 9, and it's 104-92. Second one up from Dandridge is up all 9 line, and so he hits them both. Bullets have only missed 2 free throws on the game. They're 17-19. We're going to try to feed Bird down low. Archibald, pick and roll with Bird, inside, up off the glass, and no, and Hayes gets the rebound. Lead is 11. Corsi in the paint. Over Cowens. He missed it. Cowens gets the board. My voice is starting to go. They're going on the transition. Boston. Carr to Bird. Long 3. Terrible shot. Bird is 13 straight. Maxwell with a tip. Rebound by Corzine. Hayes the other way around and in. And so there were probably not many games in Larry Bird's career where he played bad. But this is one of them. He's missed 13 straight shots. He's still the leading scorer for Boston. The first annual Clinton Parks roast. It won't be the last one. And ID Jester's working his inner Max Kellerman from around the horn, or Stat Boy. Celtics will pass it around. 7:53 to go. Carr, Archibald, jumper. Yes! He's got 12. 106-95. Porter to Fegley inside off the glass and good. Celtics passing around again. Bird outside, 16 on the shot clock. He's going to try it again. Baseline jumper is good. He finally gets it. Breaks his schneid. Cowens got the assist there. Now Fegley the other way. He hits it. They'll trade back and forth. They pass it around. Cowens outside. He's going to try the baseline jumper. How about that? Jumper, yes, he's got 8. 110-99. Now, Corsi, the Porter on the perimeter, and Archibald kicks it. It's still Washington ball, right? Ballard, Dandridge, Kupchak, and Unsell are the 5 now on the floor for the Bullets. Cheney and Roby come in for the Celtics for Carr and Cowens. 110-99. Boston leads, 6:36 to go. Thank you. Of all the sports that I've done, this is the toughest because it's so fast paced. And thank you very much. Even Honey Bunny hasn't figured that one out. All right, 110.99. Boston by 11. Washington needs to put something together right now. They have given it their best, but you can see just in this game that the style, if you're familiar with 70s basketball, the style starts to change. I mean, obviously Boston had their share of big men, but that's how Washington dominated, was with their big dudes. And Boston just kind of went to an all-court game. And of course, the Lakers just ran. Right to Unseld, back to right outside. He hits his jumper, 110-101. Now Tiny will call his own number, top the key, foul line extended. Jumper, no. Bird tips it in for two. Right, the other way to Ballard in the paint against Cheney. Runner, no. Ballard's missed 6 straight. Wright gets it, and Kupchak is called for a loose ball foul. So Elvin Hayes comes back in. It's Porter and Ballard in the backcourt. Dandridge, Unseld, and Hayes in the front court. Ballard has 5 fouls. For the Celtics, no changes at the moment. 6:02 to go. And the Celtics in good shape, but this one isn't over quite yet. Roby. No, we're not trying Roby outside. Roby inside will do. Guarded by Hayes. Roby lowers his shoulder, tries to dribble it inside the paint, lays it off the glass. No, Unseld with the rebound. Washington has numbers. Ballard from Dandridge for 3, and he hits it. So Greg Ballard with the 3. That's the first time that Washington's tried it tonight, and they hit 112-104. Now Cheney outside, foul line extended right. Maxwell feeds it to Cheney, back over to Archibald. They pass it around. 50-footer from Cheney's blocked by Hayes. Unseld with numbers. Porter from Dandridge off the glass, and no. Unseld gets the rebound. Tips it up, tips it in. He's got 11. 13 boards, 11 points, and it's 112-106. One big roll run for Washington. Again, they're going to try a pick and roll with Roby from Archibald. Fantastic pass. Roby, jumper, no. Hayes with the defense. Bird gets the board. And the Celtics want to run some clock. Archibald will try to call his own number. From Maxwell, jumper is good. He's got 14. Porter, Dandridge outside. Drives in the lane against Boston off the glass, and good. He's got 12. Pick and roll time. Archibald to Roby. From Cheney. Taking the time. Roby double teamed over Hayes. Jumper. Yes, he's got 8. Now Unseld with Bird. Shoots over Bird. No. Unseld gets his own board. Rainbow. No. Rebound by Ballard. No. Maxwell finally gets the tip and boxes out. So Washington trying their best. 4:05 to go. Into Bird is the call from Archibald. Tough in the clutch. From Dandridge, no, but Dandridge is called for the foul. And the Celtics are going in the bonus the rest of the way. 116-108. And the first one from Bird is off the rim. So Henderson and Judkins. And if Bird makes this one, Bernstein will go in at power forward just to give them a little bit of a breather. Bird's second is up and good. So Bernstein's on the floor. Starting 5 are on the bench, trying to get rest up in a hurry. Bird now is 26 with 10. Maxwell 20 with 14 boards. We're still waiting for Tiny's 10th assist. He had 9 in the first half, and nothing here. So the Bullets will have a timeout on the floor. 3:54 to go in the game. Boston 117. The Bullets 108. You can't buy this through Steam, Alexander's. If someone's a mod It's shop.dksports.com. Every NBA season, every ABA season, and a whole mess of college teams, and some good college homebrews and all that. It's all the Dave Coke games are a good buy. You don't necessarily have to buy them every year. Um, After a while, the season comes out, but all seasons are compatible with all versions. So let's say you haven't updated in 10 years and wanted to play last year, you can do that, unlike other certain game companies. And I post the links. Is Al there? I'll type it. There's a fair amount of college teams. Now, you're the one that lives near Gonzaga, right, Alexander? I mean, you can buy the entire college season for last year, or the last 3 or 4 years. It plays very well. I think the college game is little more high scoring than what it should be. They're always trying to tweak it, but all the games are good. So yeah, the links should be in there. Ote, Washington ball, 117-108, 354. Celtics lead by 9. Unseldon bounds it. Porter, screen and roll with Hayes. Hayes pumps the fake. No, yes, he does hit it. So Porter now has 10 assists and Hayes has 26 points. And so let's see how long before the Celtics bench has to come back in. Cowens is close. Hayes guarding Roby tight, and that's where it's going. Henderson to Chaney. They pass it around. Roby over Hayes and hits the jumper. He's got 10. Now Porter to Ballard. They pass it around. Ballard to Dandridge. Pick and roll. Ballard off the glass and good. He's got 19. 7-point game. 119-112. Again, they're going to go pick and roll with Roby. Henderson to Chaney. They pass it around. Roby inside. Double team. He backs in over to Henderson. And that's one pass too many. Washington ball. Fegley in at small forward. Another timeout on the floor. 2:58 to go. Cowens is in. He's played 31 minutes. 2:58 to go. 8 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists. And so Washington has 3 timeouts. And Boston, because of the media timeouts, is down to 1. And Roby getting called with and the trap in the third quarter twice. So that's the lone change. The rest of the starters aren't quite there yet. 7 points. Washington trails. Unseldon bounds it for the Bullets. Towards the Ballard, the Fegley jumper. You heard that one. That's an air ball. And it's the Celtics ball. 2:45 to go. No changes. And Fernston will get one inside. Guarded by Unseld. Foul line extended left. Little runner, no. Unseld with his 15th board. Washington has numbers. Fegley jumper, no. Hayes with the rebound. Hayes fadeaway. You got it. 28 for the Big E. Elvin Hayes, 119-114. Henderson will try to find Chaney. There's a whistle, and there's a wet spot on the floor. And so no other changes. They're going to let this Celtics rest as long as they can. 12 seconds on the 24. Fernston to inbound it. Fernston is inside, guarded by Hayes from Chaney. And Hayes with a steal. Back come the Bullets. Ballard. Porter to Fegley inside. Runner, no. Rebound. Oh, Fegley's fouled by Judkins. And so Fegley will shoot 2. 2:02 to go. First one is up. and in. Carr, Archibald, and Bird. Maxwell's pretty pooped. He's 33 minutes. He's got 20 points and 14 boards. So Judkins will stay in. So Archibald, Carr, who's in for the injured Chris Ford. Chris Ford's out 2 weeks. Judkins, Bird, and Cowens. 119, 115. Second one coming from Fegley is up and good. So it's a 3-point game. And now Washington doesn't even have to foul. Boston passes it around. They'll walk it over. Bird outside. 1:48 on the clock. Baseline jumper around and out. Carr with the board. Archibald. And the Celtics will run some clock. Archibald to Carr to Archibald. Jumper. Hayes with the block. Hayes gets the board. Washington on the break. Fegley to Porter up the glass and in. It's a 1-point game. 119 to 118. The Bullets have come from 15 down to within 1. Pick and roll at Cowens inside. Archibald passes it. Cowens off it, and he walks with it. And so with 1:16 to go, the Bullets can take the lead. And whether he wants to or not, Maxwell's got to come in. So Porter, Ballard are the backcourt. Ballard with 5 fouls has 19. Porter 10 and 10. Dandridge and Unseld, the forwards. 12 points for Dandridge, 11 for Unseld. He's got 15 points. Elvin Hayes has gone off. 28 points in 35 minutes. And Wright and Fegley off the bench have 22 and 10. So 7 players for the Bullets are in double digits for the Celtics. Archibald has been sitting on 9 assists for the entire second half. He has 14 points. Carr is 17. Maxwell back on the floor, 20 and 14. And Bird, who has had a terrible second half. Don't look at that 26 points. He at one point missed like 13 straight shots. And now Cowens is on the floor. No one in foul trouble for the Celtics. 1-point game. My goodness, and it's Washington basketball. 109, Unseld, jumper, no, rebound by Bird. He holds it like an 8th grader holds his little leg. Archibald, under a minute left. 15 on the clock. Bird will take the jumper. Baseline. Jumper, no. Rebound, Unseld. Here come the Bullets. And Washington will call timeout. They have 2 left. Yeah, they have that season, Alexander. So 119, 118, Washington ball. What a turnaround. Washington has outscored Boston 31-23 here in the quarter. Unseld to inbound it. Ballard fires, no. Rebound, Maxwell. He's got 15 and a sigh of relief from the Garden at the moment. Tiny will walk it across to Carr. Carr. 34 on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Celtics will pass it around. Maxwell. 8 on the shot clock. In the paint over Unseld. Shoots. No, but he's fouled by Unseld, and because they're in the bonus in the year, it's 3 to make 2. The shot clock is off. 23 seconds left. 119, 118. Cedric, 20 points. First one is up, first one is good. 2-point game. No changes for anybody. Second one coming. And they hit them both. So it's a 3-point game. Washington has 2 timeouts. There's 23 seconds left. And did they take a timeout? Porter trying to make the play into Unseld and Collins with the steal. 19 seconds left. Maxwell walks it up. 18 seconds left. They'll pass it around. They're not looking to take a shot here. Bird to Archibald. Jumper, no. Porter hammers him, and Archibald with 15 seconds left. He gets 3 to make 2. So it looks like the Celtics are going to survive this. Archibald, 14 points, 9 dishes, 3 rebounds. Washington has come so close. First one from Archibald is no good. But remember, it's 3 to make 2. This year and next year would be 3 to make 2, and then it's to the modern rules of that. I like 3 to make 2. Second one is up, and it's good. So he's got 15, and it's a 4-point game with 15 seconds to go. Second one, or the third one coming from Archibald. He had 3 to make 2, and he did it. So it's 123-118 Boston. The lead again is 5. Porter, pick and roll with Dandridge. Drives, cut off by Bird, jumper around and in. 8 seconds to go. Timeout, Washington. It's not over yet. Boston 123, Washington 120. And a chill has indeed settled over the Garden. I think they will here. They did. They did. I mean, this is the third possession in the last 23 seconds. Yes, first year the 3-point line, Brad, was this one. So Maxwell inbounds at 8 seconds to go. They're going to try to find Bird. Inside, who's going to commit the foul? Archibald, the Bird, finger roll off the rim, but Dandridge commits the foul. And Bird gets 3 to make 2 with 3 seconds left. So now you would need Bird to miss all 3. And someone who shoots 83%, that's a pretty tall order. So one pretty much ices it. 3 seconds left. Bird, 7 to 9 today, hits the first one. That should ice it. And now Red lights up the cigar. 27 for Bird. The Celtics have had 50 foul shots today. 50. Second one from Larry. Hits them both. So 125, 120. Turn out the lights. The party is over. But it was close. Porter to Dandridge. Looks inside. Good. So there's 1 second left. Washington calls time. So it's not quite over yet, but we're working on it. So now you would need a miracle and a 3, a hope, a prayer, and me turning into Johnny Most. It's possible. So Maxwell to inbound it. 1 second left. 125, 122. And that's it. Maxwell just kind of throws it at somebody, and that's it. The Celtics survive. Washington outscored Boston 66-58 in the second half, by the way. So there you have it. 125, 122. Elvin Hayes, 12 of 14 from the floor. Wow. And 28 points. Larry Bird, 9 of 27. That's just terrible. But 9 of 11 from the line and 11 boards. Tiny never got his 10th assist. That's amazing. He got 16. 125, 122. The final, our player of the game is Cedric Maxwell. 22 points, including 12 of 17 from the line, 15 rebounds, and 5 of 8 from the floor. And so we won't see the Celtics next week. You will see the Lakers tomorrow night in prime time against Bill Walton and the Portland Trailblazers. And then you'll see the Lakers next weekend. And so, for Retro Sports Network, came down to the wire. This was fun. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hop over to ID if he's feeling up to it. He's got some baseball stuff all day here from our friends, Circle of Friends. I'm Ron Chuckett for Retro Sports Network. Hit like and subscribe. And thanks again for 200. We'll talk to you the next time.